Quiz 6 review has to do with functions. So let's take a look at some things. First of all, we've got to know that just the plain old absolute value graph itself, all by itself, the parent function looks like this. It's the v is the plain old y equals absolute value of x. Okay, so if we know that particular graph, then we can move it. And that's what we want to do, is move it around, put it where it belongs. Okay, so first of all, remember that if it's on the inside, we just go the opposite direction, right? So instead of going over 2, we're going to go back 2, okay? So I'm going to put the vertex of this one. The vertex is going to go at -2, 5, okay? So I'm just going to take to number A. I will take my vertex. I go to -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, right there. I've got to put this v in here, but this v is going to be upside down because of the negative. How am I doing? If I get going too fast, slow me down. Okay. So I took the opposite of the inside, so instead of 2, I went to -2, 5. That's the vertex of my absolute value graph. I'm going to draw it upside down because of the negative. So I'm just going to draw it in like this. Okay. All right. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Want me to slow down for a second? Let you catch up. Okay. To do B, I'll do B in blue. Okay. Same parent function, except for we're going to have the vertex of this one is going to be at 1, 0. Opposite of the inside, so the vertex is at +1, 0. Okay, so let's go to 1, 0. Right there. And this one's going to be twice as tall. Okay, it's going to be twice as tall. So, instead of going 1, 1, I'll go 1, up 2. Go up 2, because it's twice as tall. And the same thing on this side. Instead of 1, 1, I'll go up 2, up 2, up 2, right? Okay. C, how am I doing? Am I going too fast or am I okay? Okay, C, my vertex is going to be at 0, -4. 0 because there's nothing on the inside of the absolute sign, right? So I'll do this one in red. I'll go down 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to be half as big, right? Half as big. So instead of 1, 1, I'll go 1, 1/2. 1, 1/2. Okay. Do the same thing over here. 1, 1/2. Okay. How's that? Okay, give me thumbs up when you're ready, and then I'll switch to the next one, okay? Thumbs up. Anybody else still? Get it? You're still working on it? Okay. Laundry, you got it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, no, that's all right. I don't want to go too fast. I want you to get this. I really do, okay? All right, fold the paper and do the next one, okay? Okay, y equals x squared. So first of all, the parent function looks, it's a parabola, right? So the parent function, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 9. Hold on, I'll give myself a little bit more room here. Hold on, there you go. Okay, so I'm back to parent function 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And of course we'll go the other side because it's symmetrical. Okay, there's my parent function. It's a parabola, it's curvy. So this is my y equals x squared, okay? So now I'm going to take the parent function and I'm going to move it back 3. It's always the opposite of the inside. So let's see, I'll do that one in blue. How does that sound? So I'll do this one in blue. So I'm just going to take it back. 1, 2, 3. So the vertex of this one is at -3, 0. Okay. So I just took the vertex back -3 because it's the opposite of the inside. Inside movement is horizontal. So take it back -3, and I'll do the same exact picture of it here. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And of course it's symmetrical. So there it is in blue. I'll do B in red. And my vertex is going to be at 1, 3, right? It's the opposite of the inside, right? So let's find the vertex at 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this one's going to be half as tall, okay? It's going to be half as tall. So I'm going to, instead of going the 1, 1, I'll go 1, 1/2. Instead of going 2, 4, I'll go 2. Instead of going up 4, I'll go only up 2, okay? When I go over 3, I'd normally square 3 and you get 9. I'd go up 9, but I'm not going to go up 9. I'm going to go 4.5, half of that, right? So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.5, okay? And of course, the parabola is symmetrical, so I'll put the other half of the graph on the other side of the vertex. I'll have it here at 1/2, have it here, and right about there. We'll just draw that in. How am I doing? Okay. Okay. C. Am I good? Am I going too fast? Am I okay? Okay, I'm going to do C in orange. So I've got a vertex at -2, 4. So my vertex is at -2, 4. Right. So let's go to -2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's right there. And it's upside down, right? It's upside down. So I take my parent function and just draw it upside down, right? So I'll do my 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? I did I go too far on that one? Double check. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm good. I'm good. And then of course I'll have its reflection there and there. I like color. Look at that. Okay. How's that? Black is my parent function. Blue is this first translation. Red is the second translation, and orange is the third translation. Okay. Okay, let's do the square root graphs. Okay. Alright. So, what does a square root graph look like? Let's look at the parent function. Okay. My axes in here. So a square root graph is square root numbers. So I want to take the square root of numbers. So the ones I like are 0, 1, 4, and 9. 0, 1, 4, and 9, because you can take square roots of those, right? Square root of 0 is 0. Go over 1. The square root of 1 is 1. I'm not going to go to 2 because the square root of 2 is an ugly number. I'm not going to go to 3 because the square root of 3 is an ugly number. But the square root of 4 is 2. I'll skip 5, 2.24, 6, all these ugly numbers, 7, 8, 9. But I'll take the square root of 9, which is 3. So all I need is a general shape of it, right? So I don't need all the little numbers in between. Too many decimals, right? So I just graphed the numbers that had square roots. 0, 1, 4, and 9. Now that's my parent function. So let's take that. It doesn't really have a vertex, but it has an endpoint, right? It's got an endpoint. So we're going to take this shape. We're going to move it. We're going to move it with its endpoint. So let's do this one in blue. So first of all, we're going to have two things. We're going to have its endpoint. We'll call it endpoint at negative 5, 0, okay? Negative 5, 0. So in blue, I'm going to go negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. And it has a negative out front, so I'm just going to take this shape and flip it over the x, upside down, okay? So I'll do this exact same 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, because the square root of 4 is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Square root of 9 is 3, and that's enough of it. I can just grab it in like that. How's that? Am I making sense? Thumbs up? A couple thumbs up, all right? B. B's a little tricky, but I'm going to help you on it. So the vertex, or the end point, is going to be at 4 and 0. Okay. Well, it's because of the negative here, right? Yeah, so if I put a positive 4 in, it zeroes out. Does that make sense? If I put a 4 in here, it zeroes it out. And now, so if I go and let's put this one, in fact, we're going to look at this one on the calculator, because you can put these on the calculator also, right? Worst case, just put it on the calculator, take a look at it, right? I think it's faster to do by hand, but, you know. So, this one's going to be twice as tall, but it's going to be going the other direction. Because of this negative, this graph is going to be going over the y-axis. I'm going to move it this way, okay? So I'm going to start at 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to go backwards because of the negative. 1, 1,
So
1.
one number and then a negative next, just like this.
Yes. And Lane, the good news I'm going to show you in a bit is that we can always look at it on our calculator, right? To get a basic shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, okay? Oh, thank you, Will. Thank you. I almost made a mistake. It is twice as high, so it's there, and it's up there. Thanks, Will. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is twice as tall. Now, let me grab a calculator. I'll steal Marie's again. So, you know, I don't mind if you use a calculator, right? I'd like you to know the theory behind all this, but let's say you get stuck. You're like, gosh, cannot remember what Mr. Davies said. So you can use it. On this one, say you go 2 square root 4 subtract x, right? There it is, right? And it is go backwards. It does start at 4, doesn't it, right? So I don't mind if you use a calculator. That helps you a lot. But that's pretty much exactly what I have, right? And it does look twice as tall, doesn't it? Okay?
So the half makes it a little bigger.
The half's going to make it be smaller, right? Half is tall, okay? So let's do that one. Let's do that one in orange. So the end point of this one is going to be at -2, -3, right? So let's go to -2, -3 down here. And it's half as tall. So we go 1, 1. Let me put it in. I'm not going to leave it. 1, 1, 4, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3. But I'm going to go half as tall, right? So I'm going to go half as tall. Instead of going to 2, I'll go to 1. So going up to 3, I'll go to 1.5, and it's just a lot more shallow. Okay. So instead of going up 1, I went up a half. Instead of going up 2, I only went 1. Instead of going up 3, I only went up 1.5 because it's going to be half as tall. So again, I'll say it again. Instead of going up 1, I went up a half. Instead of going up 2, I only went up 1, half as tall. Instead of going up 3, I went to 1.5 because half as tall. Okay, how am I doing? All right. This is pretty easy until we get to F, okay? In fact, I want to make it even easier. I tried to make it easier on the test. Scribble out this real quick, and let's scribble out this, okay, to make it easier, okay? Scribble out the g of x there, scribble out the f of x here. We're going to make it even easier, okay? So, nobody should miss this. Pay attention. Watch. Watch. Super easy. F of 0. Go to 0 on the x-axis. Right there. What's the height of the f graph?
2.
That's the answer. That's the answer. You find 0 for the x. It's right there. The corresponding answer is the y value, which is 2. That's it. Okay. Find 3 on the x-axis. 1, 2, 3. What's the height of the g graph?
Looks like 1.
It's 1. Okay? It should be. F of 2, let's find 2. And what's the height of the f graph at 2? 3. Plus, find 2 on the graph. What's the height of g? So 3 plus 0 is easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright? Okay. The max of f of x is right there, isn't it? And that's at the point 2, 3, isn't it? At 2, 3. Everybody agree that f of x, the max is there. That point's at 2, 3. The min of g of x. Looks like it might be right about there, huh? The min. So at -1, -1. Nobody should miss this on Monday. Guys agree? Yeah, super easy. All right. Now, to graph, huh? Yeah, so g of x. Here's my g graph, right? The very bottom point's there. What's the coordinate of that point?
I'm gonna go.
You guys, oh, it's so easy. You're like, hey, piece of cake, huh? You can pass this. Yeah, you can. Okay, now, F's a little bit harder. F's a little bit harder. And I'll walk through F with you, okay? So to do F, I'm just going to do a graph. Okay? Because I want to graph f of x plus g of x, okay? All right? -1, -2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? All right? Now, part of my problem is I cannot graph f plus g right here because there's no f value. Does that make sense? Right here, I cannot graph right here because there's no f value. But I can start at -2. And right here, I cannot graph g of 4 because there's no value for g, right? So I'm just going to show my graph from -2 to 3, right? So all I'm doing is adding the height. So I'm going to do this slowly with you, okay? Watch. Okay, right here, at -2, I've got a height of 1 and I have a height of maybe -0.75, right? So 1 plus -0.75 would be about a 0.25. Put a dot.
Wait, could you say that again?
Yep. What's this height? 1. What's this height?
Negative.
So I've got about a 1 minus about a 0.75. It's guesstimating, right? So maybe 0.25. Okay, it's a little easier to see as we go. Here at -1, I have a height of about 2.5, right? And I have a height of -1. So what's 2.5 plus a -1? 1.5. Yeah. Okay, at 0, I've got a height of 2 and a height of -1. 2 plus a -1 makes a 1. Okay, at 1, I've got a height, it looks like at about 2.5 and -1/2. 2.5 and -1/2 would be about 2, wouldn't it? Okay, at 2, I have a height of 0 and a height of 3. So 0 plus 3 is 3. And then finally, I've got a height of 1 and a height of 2, makes a height of 3. So the graph looks something like that. Yeah, as long as you just add height from each individual x spot. Add the heights at each individual x value. You can get it, okay? All right. 5. Here comes the fun stuff. I like doing these. You might not, but I like doing these. Okay, 5. So, f of x. So let's work from the inside out. So I can even cover this up, okay? So 4. 4 has to go into h, right? Here's my h. So I'm going to go 1/2 of 4. So 4 goes right in there, right? What's half of 4? 2. So h of 4 is 2, right? Now take 2 and plug it into the f equation. So 2 goes into here. So I get the square root of 2 plus 2. The square root of 4 is 2. There's your answer. Erase all this mess so I can mess with it again. All right. So work our way from the inside out. So first of all, h of 14. So let's put 14 into h. So 14 goes here, okay? Half of 14. What's half of 14?
7.
Okay, so h of 14 is 7. Let's take the f of 7. So 7 goes into here, right? 7 goes into here. So I got the square root of 7 plus 2.
9,
9. Square root of 9 is
3.
3. So that's 3, okay? So let's do g of 3. So I'm going to put my 3 into the g function. So I go 3 squared is,
9.
got it? Okay, let me erase all this mess. Alright, let's erase all this mess. Okay, now, g of f of x means to put f into g. You work your way backwards, right? So take the f function, all of it. Take the whole thing, take this whole thing and put it into g. So this whole thing goes into g. So instead of x squared, I'm going to have all of this. I'm going to have the square root of x plus 2 squared. I'm just taking the square root of x plus 2, taking this whole thing and put it in for the x, okay? Now I can simplify that, right? Squares cancel square roots. So I get an answer of just an x plus 2. Alright, let's put g into f. Erase, 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 erase all this mess. Alright, now to put g into f, here's my g equation, x squared. Let's put it into f, so it's got to go right there. It goes into the x, right? So I'm going to get a square root of x squared plus 2. And you cannot simplify that. That's just your answer, okay? All right. We're just about done. Look at that. Wow, what are we going to do for the rest of the period? All right. We could do Kahoots for bonus points. You guys don't mind that, I know. Okay, 6. All right, so I've got to graph this and its inverse, okay?
So our starting point is 6.
Yes, yes. Marie, you're waiting. I like that. Yep. Oh, scoot it down so you can see it. There it is. Okay, so let's first of all graph f of x. So Marie's right. Let's start at, let's see, where's my blue? Here's my blue, okay? So I'll start at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Let's go up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, right? Okay.